Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Saturday night special, episode 68. Got a lot of good stuff to talk about and show you this week, as I always try to do. Saturday night special is always a fun video to make, and I always try to have some good content for you throughout the week to put together in a video and share it with you on Saturday. So, got me a little cheat sheet this week. I got a couple things that I want to talk about real quick. Hopefully it won't take a lot of time. One of the things that I wanted to mention before I forget in this video here is Teespring, okay? The A-Bomb shirts. We did have a campaign running there for a while, and we sold some shirts, and I think everybody's got their shirts now. And so there was people that didn't get a chance to buy a shirt whenever that campaign was running. And I directed a lot of people back to there and said that you can still reserve one. And last I checked, which was yesterday, we need 8 more shirts for a reprint on the A-Bomb 79 t-shirts. So there's been several guys that has reserved it and are waiting for a reprint. So I'm hoping that we can get a few of you guys that maybe you didn't buy one and you want to buy one now. Go to the link and reserve you a t-shirt. Let's see if we can get those last 8 sold so that we can do a reprint on them, okay? And I'm going to show a picture of the actual, what the campaign looks like there on the computer. Make sure that you follow the links properly. I'm going to put it up there in the video for you to see. And I'm also going to have the link to the Teespring campaign in the video description down below the video. So if you have any doubt, just click the link in the description box there, and it should take you directly to Teespring. And click on the little box that says "Wait, I still want one," and it'll send you through the prompts that you need to know. So yeah, 8 more, and everybody can have a shirt again. So I wanted to get that. I wanted to mention that about the t-shirts, and we'll move on. Okay. Don't forget, the A-Bomb 79 stickers are still available at Sticker Mule. And by the way, I'm working on a couple new designs, just some ideas that's been bouncing around my head. So we may have some more stickers here pretty soon. I don't know, maybe in the next month or so. We might have something, I don't know. I know the sticker craze has been going wild here lately, and I've had some other ideas, something different, not the A-Bomb 79 logo, but something different. So we might have something fresh here for you here pretty soon. Okay, some other updates. We're gonna have a little bit of viewer mail in this video. I still have something right here to show you, and we got another little group of items that came in earlier in the week that I already filmed, so I'm gonna throw that in there for you to see. And the gantry crane project. So we finally got some really beautiful, nice weather here in Florida. It's been raining the past 2 weeks here, and that was for like the whole southeast, man. Everybody has been dealing with this. We got some beautiful weather, and I want to go ahead and try to get my gantry crane at least modified this weekend, cut and re-welded to the proper height that I need it. I got to drop it 4 inches. So my plan is to work on that this weekend. Probably whenever you're watching this video, I'm going to be outside working on my gantry crane, and I'm going to get some video of that to share with you here on the channel. So I don't know if we'll actually get it in the shop this weekend. That's probably going to be a whole nother challenge, is getting it in here, because it is kind of heavy and it's big and bulky. So I'm probably going to have to recruit some help to come over and help me get the thing walked around here and inside the shop. So anyway, I just wanted you to know we're going to start that project, and so that'll probably be a couple videos there of the fab work on that. All right. I got a couple new tools here and a couple flea market finds, and I wasn't really going to go real heavy into the flea market stuff this week. I've got other things to show you, but I do have a couple highlights here that I was just going to point out real quick. And I got some pictures there that at the end of the video I'll throw up of this week's or last weekend's flea market finds. One of them was this really nice Starrett micrometer, a 0 to 1 mic. I found that. I mocked some other things, and I got this for $5, and it works beautifully. I gave it a nice little polish, and That'll go to the trade stack. In that same stack, I also found a couple of these nice little tap wrenches. These are Greenfield. So I got a couple of those. And then we also got this really nice 4 to 5 inch shear Tomiko micrometer. These things are usually kind of, you know, the paint starts flaking off and looking cruddy, but this was a really nice mic, very clean. I'll go ahead and pull it out here so that you can see it. Okay, very clean and nice condition, and I have checked it. It goes back to 0, and I paid $10 for this right here. So it's another one for the trade stack, guys. All right, so we're going to move on from that, and I also want you to know that I took the proving ring to work with me, and this week I had a few minutes after work and we played with it, and I weighed a couple things down there. So I'm going to throw those videos at the end of those pictures at the end of the video, and you'll get to see a few things that I got to weigh down there at work. And we had a lot of fun with that. That was pretty neat. All the guys loved it. And that's going to be about it. I got a couple more things here. I wanted to inform you guys that if you're on Instagram, you can find me on Instagram under abomb79. Something kind of new that I started here probably about a month ago, and I try to post up a picture, you know, every day or every other day of something cool that I'm doing at work, a good machining video or a picture there. So you can find me on Instagram. And one thing that we are going to do, I'm probably going to take a short clip here, is I'm ready to erase the whiteboard. I thought I was just going to leave it because I think it's kind of iconic now, but I took a picture of it to show it, but I think it's time to go ahead and erase it. You guys have been seeing this since December, so we're gonna go ahead and clean the whiteboard off. All right. And the very last thing that I want to mention before we get to the machine work is everything's looking good for the shop edition. I talked about that last weekend. Got a contractor that's been working with me, and we've been discussing the price. And tomorrow I'm actually going to be talking to him, and we're going to kind of finalize all the details, and we're probably going to have I'm probably going to give him the go-ahead on it, okay, to extend the roof line out. And I cannot wait. We're finally going to have a covered slab out there, and I'll have a nice another work area outside, and it's going to be kind of like building onto the shop. It's going to be a slow process. Start with the roof, and then we'll move on to some other things like walling it in, and you know, we'll have to put some lights out there, some electrical, things like that. Start moving machines out there. You know, it's going to be a process, and I'm sure you guys will be following along the whole time. So I just want to let you know that that's looking good, and if we start it, well, I'm sure we are, I'll be sure to share with you the progress as it develops. Okay, I'm really excited about that. So I believe that's all of the updates that I wanted to share with you for this week. So we're going to go ahead and move on to some video, some viewer mail, some tools, and some other stuff. So stay tuned. Okay, so our first viewer mail for this week comes to us from Mike Powell, and he's from East Palestine, Ohio. And what he has sent me is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these taper shank drills. But these are carbide tip drills. You can see the old peel coat still on them. These are carbide tip. I know I've seen a 33/64, and I believe there's a 35/64, but I haven't checked all the sizes. But he has come across a lot of these. He wrote me a very nice note here and said that he wanted to share a few of these with me, and said to pass them on if I had no need for them. So we'll have some of these to share with some other guys. I'll probably give Gil 1 or 2 of these because I know that'll fit his Monarch EE. And thank you very much, Mike. He's got a lot of nice old machines. The newest one is from 1924. It's a Becker #3 vertical milling machine, and all his machines are early from the first 2 decades of the 1900s there. Now he's got a whole list of them, and he's got a, sounds like he's got a really cool shop there. So thank you very much, Mike. I'm going to put a few of these away, and I'll share these with some of the other guys, okay? Thank you very much. Who doesn't love good deals on brand new stuff? I got a nice little lot of stuff right here that I bought from an individual on Craigslist here in town. He had a lot of welding supplies that he was selling. He said he come from up north, and he supplied a pipeline job up there with welding supplies, and he moved down here, and he still had a bunch of it left over. So I went and seen him, and I spent a little bit of money with him. We just we came up with a set figure for all this stuff. But this was something that I actually been wanting to replace on my big welding machine, was the Stinger. So he had a couple of these for 300 amp machines. Mine's a 330 amp Miller. So I've got a new Stinger now for my machine. And I bought this. This is a ground Stinger here, a ground lead or the ground and clamp, I mean. I got this for the machine at work. It's pretty messed up. So when I was there, you know, the buying was good. I just went ahead and grabbed this for my machine at work, okay? Got a couple of the Tillman gloves. These are just some work gloves right here that fit nice. And then I love these TIG welding gloves. These are the deer skin, extra L's, extra large, and very nice and soft. I love these TIG gloves. So I grabbed those. A stack of the clear plates for the welding shields, a wire wheel, and a 9/16 Hogan bit. These are the type that it's kind of like a hole saw. You can drill you a hole, it makes a little slug in the center of it. So he had a few of these, so I just went ahead and grabbed one, and I could probably use it over on the milling machine, so that's why I grabbed one of them. So that was just some new stuff that I thought I'd share with you that I got this week. And a really good deal. I think I got a good deal. I ended up getting all this for $100, so I think that was well worth it. And got some new stuff for the welding machines there, and some nice new gloves. So I've been building up a nice little collection of gloves, and I've still got some very nice ones over there that were already given to me. And but before that, I didn't have any nice gloves, so now I'm building up a nice collection of them. So, all right, that's that. Well, there's the whiteboard, and as I said, I'm ready to get the thing cleaned off. So I wanted to give you just like a nice close-up of it, because it's kind of hard to see everything in the videos. If you followed my videos, you remember when I drew this in the very first episode of the rotary welding table, and I think it turned out pretty dang close to what I actually built. As far as the signatures here now, Duckman Cycles was here. That's Glenn over at Duckman Cycles on YouTube. So he stopped by for a visit and signed it. So was Gil up here. His mom was here. 2 guys. And we got Good Job Adam, Fernando. And in Atlanta signed it down here, said I love you. So we got our stickers right here. I got my Ox Tool sticker and my A-Bomb sticker. Just set those there for video use. And also got a little patch up there that Tom gave me. So, all right, I've already taken a picture of this so that I could see it forever, but this is going bye-bye, all right? And I'm just doing this with a rag now because it's a little dusty. I'm trying to get some of the dust off. I still got some purple silly string on here too from April Fools. This stuff's probably stuck on here pretty good. Alright, come on, man. Yeah, some of them are some of them don't want to come off. That red don't want to come off. And let me get a little liquid on here and see if it'll help. Boy, that stand that came with this thing sucks. I can still see the outline of the table. It's funny. All right, well, I'll do a better job there in a little while. I'm not eating up video time, but I think you guys seen what I just did. We just made the CAD drawing disappear. So we'll have to start writing some fresh content up there for it. We got some really cool viewer appreciation mail in this week, and this stuff right here is actually from Eric Skinner. And you might remember maybe a month or more ago I had mentioned sending one of the A-Bomb 79 cutouts here up to Eric Skinner, and he was gonna plate it, nickel plate it. This is the one that was chrome plated right here, but I also sent one of those up to Eric, and he nickel plated it. So he sent it back, and even attached a blingy beaded chain to go with it. So that is the nickel plated A-Bomb 79 logo. And yeah, so he wanted to put a chain on it so that I could wear it around my neck like that when I go out on the town. maybe have to wear it around the flea market a little bit. So thank you very much, Eric. You did a nice job. The plating looks good. He did say that he went ahead and sprayed it with some clear coat. I believe just Rattle Bomb clear coat. So that's it right there. Thank you very much, Eric. So he also said that he was going to throw in a few extra goodies in the box, and that's exactly what he did here. Got some things that I guess he had no need for, and really nice stuff, man. And we got a couple carbide shank boring bars right here, and so this one's a 3/4 shank, and it uses the CCMT type of insert. And then we also got this one right here. It's a 1/2 inch shank. Yeah, and it also uses one of the CCMT type of inserts. Very cool, because I don't have any bars like this, you know, good boring bars that take inserts. These are nice short little stubby bars, and I will definitely put these to use. The bigger one here shows signs of a little bit of, you know, some rash here in the shop. It's chipped out at the bottom there, but it's still a usable tool, and I will use them, Eric. And we've got 2 holders right here. This is one of the I believe Sandvik coral cut to grooving tool. Nice grooving tool. And this is like the Kennametal top notch style. And he also give me a couple packs of inserts to go with the tools. So we have some grooving inserts. We got some of those turning inserts, the CCMTs for the 2 boring bars. And then we've also got the top notch inserts, and there's a threading insert, grooving, and radius inserts in here. Very nice, cool stuff. So I'm definitely going to put these to use around here. I don't have tools like that, so let's put those to use around here. Here's one that James Kilroy might be a little jealous of. A 1-inch solid carbide end mill that has been reground, so it's a little undersized, but it was reground and it's brand new. Nice solid carbide end mill. And then we've got some of these bushings right here, these reducer bushings, different sizes. So these can be used in tool holders or end mill holders, boring bar holders, that kind of thing. So you can reduce down to different size bars. Got a full set there, and we got some of these guys right here, this style also. Pretty cool. All right, he's also thrown in a few lathe tool holders. So these 2 right here are the CA size. This one's made by Dorian, and I believe this is an import. So I'm going to take these to work and use them down there. I'm always needing more tool holders down there. We actually had bought several last year to add to the collection there on the small lathe, but you always need more. So these will be put used to work. put to good use at work, I mean. And then we've also got 2 more Dorians. Now these are the CXA size, CXA 4 and a CXA 4-1. Both of them boring bar holders. So I do not have a use for these, and these will make good trade items. So these are going to go to the trade pile. If this is something that you could use, you can let me know. Let's see what you got for trade. So that's all the goodies that Eric sent. I had no idea that he was sending this stuff. So very cool, Eric. Very nice tools, man. I can't thank you enough. You did a really nice job with the nickel plating here. So we'll find a good use for the Avon logo around here also. Okay. Thanks. So I'm gonna play around with some tools today. Getting these 2 from Eric Skinner here recently, and I've gotten several of these from other viewers, and some other guys have sent some in too. And the one problem that I run into with a 1/8 shank is it won't work on the Monarch. Now it'll work on the Monarch. It won't work on the Victor lathe. And the reason why it won't work, I mean, I have the same tool post I share the holders. It fits in the holders fine, but the tool height is wrong. And the down on the Monarch, I can get it on the right tool height, but on the Victor, it's got to be a 3/4 shank for me to get it on the right height. Now I've measured it, and it's approximately 1/8 of an inch high off center. So we're going to use this grooving tool here as the first test subject, and what I want to do is mill off the bottom, and I'm going to start with 1/8 of an inch and see if I can get this tool on height. And if we have good luck doing this one, then I'd like to do a few more also. We've got this top-notch insert, and I've got more in the cabinet here that I put away that other people have given me that I can't use on the Victor that I'd like to use. So I was trying to decide on what kind of cutter. You're going to have a very good, preferably a carbide cutter to mill these. Flood coolant would be even better. Okay, I've got Mister on the do-all, so we're going to use that. But what I wanted to do was go ahead and put to use this really nice face mill that was donated to me from Disco Tech Industries. It uses a CNMG insert. It uses what I always call the odd corner of a CNMG. So I wasn't able to use this yet because this holder here, I didn't have the bolt for it. It's missing. So what I did this morning was I just went ahead and put together something that I could use. It needs to have like a shoulder bolt in there, but I don't have one the right size. So what I've done, by the way, this is there's the arbor. Okay, goes together like that, and then you would have kind of like a shoulder bolt with a larger head that holds it down in there. So I just found a regular 3/8 cap head bolt, and I modified it. I faced a little off the back and a little off the front to shorten the thickness of the head, and I machined a washer out of some 3/4 inch solid stress proof. Just drilled a hole and parted it off. Okay, so we've got a nice washer there, and we can put it down in there. It screws in nice, and it clears the inserts there. So I'm going to give this a shot. Okay, and we're gonna try out the face mill. Let's go check it out. Okay, I got it all set up, tightened up, and we're ready to roll. So again, I'm gonna take 1/8 of an inch off this. I don't want to take it all in one cut. I want to start with a light cut and see how everything reacts. I'm going to try 30 thousandths and see what it looks like. And if that works good, we can take 4 cuts I'm going to use flood coolant. Not flood coolant. My cool mist. So far, so good. Down here on this end is where I'm a little bit worried. Maybe it'll work out though. Okay. It did good. It cut good. It looks like I need to do a little bit of tramming on the mill. It's trying to drag a little. So I'm going to go ahead with it. That worked pretty good, so I think I'm just going to continue with that. If 1/8 will work, then that's all I'll need to take on all of these 1-inch shank tool holders. Just on the last cut now. And what I'm doing is I'm just going to let the tool run all the way across it, because it's just touching it on the back side. Okay. So I'll get it out and we'll go test the height over on the lathe, okay? All right, here we are on the lathe, and we're gonna go ahead and test the tool height. I haven't done a bunch of deburring yet, so I wanna make sure this is gonna work, or see if we need to modify it. And you'll see what I'm talking about here. Go ahead and stick it in the tool holder. And let me loosen this. Okay, see, I'm all the way, what I'm gonna do is just drop it all the way down. Okay, it's all the way down as far as it'll go. Okay, that works. I think what I may need to do is go ahead and remove just a little bit more on the bottom, so that I do have a little bit of fine adjust there. And that's just for this tool here. That may change with some of the other ones. Like I need to do this one also. This is that MCHNN. Also uses the odd corner of the CNMG inserts. It's a 1-inch shank, so I need to do the same thing. I got to drop it down. I got to drop it down also so that I can use this. So we may need to add we need to take a little bit more off of it. All right, so I've got some of the tool holders pulled out. I'm going to go ahead and knock all these out while I got the setup going. So this was the first one that we did right there, and I ended up taking another 30 thousandths off the bottom. And that's so that I'm going to make them all the same. So we're going to take a total of 155 thousandths off the bottom. I've been checking them over here on the Victor, and they're all the 1 inch squares. They all need to drop 1/8 of an inch. But I need a little bit more adjustment on some of these tools that have the negative rake. So if I wanted to come up here and use this edge here, I can adjust that tool a little bit. So we've got this one, the top notch. All right, we've got this one right here, the VNMG insert, I believe. That was a brand new one. I need to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and modify this one also. I can't remember exactly who gave this to me. I think it was Tom that sent me this, but if it wasn't Tom, I apologize. But somebody give me this and some inserts. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take that screw out. I'm going to go ahead and mill this off so that I can actually use this one also, and I'll have 2 of them. And then we got this one. I think this was a tool trade from Ben Zentner a while back. I've always wanted a nice round insert there, and I can use it on the Monarch but not the Victor. So I want all my tools to be interchangeable on both of my lathes, so I'm going to mill this one down as well. And I think that's all I'm going to do today. Now this big boy right here, this is another one that was given to me, and I believe it takes a square insert, SNMG, I believe. If somebody can tell me, I could probably look it up, but I need some of these inserts for this. I don't have any, and I'm not sure exactly how they're supposed to clamp, if this just holds it down or if it's pulling down on the center hole or what. But I'd love to find some inserts like that. I'd like to take this one to work and use it on the American pacemaker. So we're going to leave this one alone. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get this some milling and get these things ready to use. All right, we're just fitting them upside down on a parallel. And then I've been taking my lead hammer. Okay, just tapping them down flat. Now, I think we're going to try a little more aggressive cut on this, all right? So let's try 50 thousandths. We're going to take 155 on off of them, all of them, I mean. First thing I want to do is make sure my zero is on the same position here. Okay, we're the same, thousandths difference. That's 50 thou. None of them appear to be chipped yet. And this is some tough steel right here. So we're just going to continue on the same, more of the same here. I'm cutting this shank off the round insert holder here, because it's longer it needs to be, and somebody had welded on the back side. They welded it to something. So we're going to use the 6-inch Metabo and a cut-off disc. Chop this thing off. I already got it started, but I just thought I'd share it with you. Alright, working on the round insert tool now. I'm down to, I'm taking a 1/16 a pass, so about 62 thousandths a cut. So what I decided to do was just go ahead and take a total of 3/16 off the bottom of all the tools. Instead of 150, I needed a little bit more adjustment there. So I'm taking it in 3 cuts now. 3 cuts of a 1/16 depth each. All right, we got all the tool holders milled down now, and that I had another one up here that was it was 1¼ inch shank. I decided not to mess with that one for other reasons that I don't want to go into right now, but I just put that one away and I just focused on these. So all of them, the milling turned out beautiful on them. They all look the same. Never had an issue with the inserts breaking down. Nice smooth finish on all of them. And then this is the top notch. I even put one of the inserts in there. It's a grooving insert. So man, I've been putting this off for a long time, but because I already had a few of these holders. So now I can use all these over here on the Victor lathe. You know, I can go to either lathe I want. So I got one more thing to show you over here on the lathe on why I ended up having to take 3/16 instead of the 1/8. Okay, hopefully this will turn out, but I want to show you what I'm talking about here on our tool height. So we took 3/16 off. Okay, I'm just going to lay that in there. Just a second. Okay. I keep hitting the camera. You can see right here, this is why I had to take a little bit more. The point of it is down just below center right there. But if you come over to this side, okay, so even with the end of the insert right there, you know, we're just about on center line. So that's why I needed to drop in an additional 1/16 of an inch, is so that I could center up any part of this tool. If you're over here doing chamfering and you're trying to use this edge right there, you know, you'd be too high and you'd try to rub and you'd have to lower it down, and I wouldn't have been able to. So I just wanted to show that to kind of clarify why I took a little bit extra off of the tools. And they're all the same. I'll grab this one here too. This will kind of show you the same detail there. So if you want to come up here and use the edge for whatever reason, you still have a little bit of room there to adjust it. Okay. All right, I wanted to show you something else here. Okay, these 2 boring bars are the ones that Eric Skinner just gave me. Okay, and these are a couple of the bushings that he also gave me. Carbide shank tools. All right, these 2 bars right here, I haven't showed this till now, but this bar, which is also carbide shank, it takes a TPG type of insert. And then this bar, same thing, carbide shank, it takes the screw-on type insert. These 2 bars were given to me by my coworker, Will. I was at his house one day helping him with something. We were doing something, and we were looking through his toolboxes, and these were in there. And he said, "Hey, if you can use them, take them." So just today, I found a little envelope that have 5 of these inserts. So that's one of those inserts right there. It ended up being the proper insert for that bar. So that's pretty cool. And then now we got these two from Eric that he donated here to the cause. And then the bushing. So my point here is I'm going to show you how these are going to be useful for me. And I'm going to put these bushings to use right here. These are two of them. That's a 1/2 inch. And then this one's 3/4, okay? My tool holder, hold on a second. One of my boring bar holders, which is this guy for the multi-fix, it'll hold up to 1.25 inch bar. That's usually what I have in one of them, a Loris bar. So I can utilize these bushings here to go in there like that and hold the boring bar. That's going to work out really nice. So let's just give these a couple tests real quick and see how the bar is cut, okay? All right, so there's the boring bar holder, and I could pull that 1.25 inch bar out if I don't want to use that, and say I want to use this little 1/2 inch shank bar. So we can use the bushing there. And by the way, this is split, and this was made by Dorian right here. So I believe these are actually made for the Loris type boring bar holders or the Dorian, but I can use it here on mine. So I'm just kind of push it back all the way against that flange. All right, we can stick the bar in there. Then I just got to level it up, and I usually just do that by sight right here. Snug that one set screw there, and it should be good to go. All right, we got a piece of tube in the chuck, so let's make a couple little cuts. All right, let's see, there's 25 thousandths here. Okay. Take another little cut there. All right. That looks like that'll work. I was looking for my pliers. All right, so what I'm going to do now is let's try another bar. So just loosen that one up, pull it all out really quick. Let's go with this other one here. If I want to use this bigger bar, same thing, just slide it into the flange and level it up. Tighten that up and we're good to go. Awesome. Nice stuff, Eric. I really appreciate you sending me that. I just want to show you and everybody else that I am getting it all set up so that I can use these, and they will be used. So they're going to be up here ready to roll whenever I need them.